Hello, hello, hello. My name is Ted Crow, and I am the Barefoot Craftsman. The Barefoot Craftsman. My stuff.
Hi, I'm Sophia Crow. I'm the Barefoot Craftsman's wife. Just a word about the Barefoot Craftsman and safety. He once, with that very table saw, I believe, sawed through his thumb so badly that it cut down to the bone.
Okay.
He, at no time during the 9 months that it took to heal,
It healed?
visited a doctor.
If you get hurt, go to the doctor.
I believe he taped it up with duct tape. I'm not sure. However, it did heal.
And what the hell was that?
Today on the Barefoot Craftsman, what we'll be working on is the staining and finishing up of the TV stand that we made earlier. Well, we didn't make it. It was a particle board piece of junk TV stand that we refinished by sanding it down and then staining it. So let's get back to the shop and see what's going on.
And here I am correcting English because I must.
I've got my plates and I'm going to screw these things.
Oh, I see.
Together here, and then we'll attach them to the actual piece. There's your insert. Fumble fingers.
Fumble fingers. So we have it here on film that he dropped stuff. It's undeniable now. Fumble fingers might be what one would call an Appalachianism. It makes me think of KFC for some reason.
Need more inserts.
Chicken fingers and finger licking good, both phrases that involve fingers, kind of roll off the tongue a little more than the Appalachianism. Fumble fingers.
See, I'm backing them off a little bit, because then I can kind of adjust this a little bit. Now these screws aren't going to be long enough to fit down through a piece of wood I have.
I said, even though I was a super bitch just now, I'm not leaving, but I'm leaving.
But these will. They will not. But these will.
You do realize what butt means, don't you?
It's a part of your anatomy.
Yeah.
Hey, that one went in. Don't need a shitload of screws in this thing.
So he just said a shitload of screws, but it had to be done.
It's not like it's holding up an army.
Nice alliteration.
And there it is. That's the deal. Now we'll do the other parts of this. Particle board. It's good for the 10 minutes that it's working. Okay, gotta mark the underside. Need side rails for the spacer. It's what you call a dry fit.
Doesn't that sound like baking?
Check to make sure it's all about the same.
Ted did something, I guess, called Appalachia measuring. And it's apparently a very quiet activity, Appalachia measuring. You know, the Appalachian is quietly measuring.
So I can take these bottom pieces off, drill the holes here, 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 and here. Got the threaded eyepieces in. Gonna put these pieces back in. Okay, this is the top, and we've got everything sanded, all the hardware in, and we've dry fitted it, so we know that it goes together. And I'm gonna start staining now, and I'm gonna use a one application system. This is Minwax's Poly Shades. It's one of many. It has polyurethane right in it, and because this piece, well, actually I'm going to do the whole thing the same way. Since the grains are all going different ways, the directions on this say to brush it on with grain. But since this piece has grains going so many different directions,
You know, it's not so much I have a problem with the phrase grains going different directions.
I'm going to wipe it on with a piece of old t-shirt.
Unfortunately, my husband does say things like botan.
And this is kind of a tricky procedure. So you got to go pretty fast. Basically, you just want to try to make sure that you don't leave any streaks. Just wipe it on as neatly as you can. And it'll take more than one coat. Don't be afraid to squeeze out some excess.
Don't be afraid to squeeze out some excess.
Okay, there's one coat. Okay, the first coat's dry, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the second coat. And I will also use a piece of cloth to do that. And basically, yeah, it's working.
We have another problem. He goes basically, well, basically, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
And when one is using the term basically, if we think about what that means, it means going back to the basics.
Basically, yeah.
You can't basically something and then have nothing, and
Basically, yeah.
basically further it into a yeah, which is even more basic than nothing.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, you can't get much more basic than a yeah. And really overall, that was a poor way to end. I said, even though I was a super bitch just now, it had to be done.
Okay, we weren't able to finish the episode with the TV stand because I was trying to get the client down here to take a look at the staining to let me know whether he thought it was dark enough or not. And because he wouldn't come down to look at it, I could not finish the product. I couldn't put it back together because I need to put several coats of polyurethane over top of the stain. Even though it's a one-step procedure with polyurethane right in it, I always put more polyurethane over it to give it that thick gloss finish if the client wants that. In that particular case, on that piece, he does want that. So I wasn't able to finish it, but we will be back again, and the next time I believe what we're going to try to do is, well, yeah. No, we're going to try to put together a bench swing. I'm going to build it right from scratch. I'm going to build it right from scratch, and you'll see how I come up with my designs and everything there. So, till the next time for the Barefoot Craftsman, hello, hello, goodbye, goodbye.